Is it Terran music? Terran music? Music? What music? What music is it? Oh, Zerg music. Zerg music doesn't pump me up. I'm gonna be like bored this entire match. This is Edward, and I'm casting live here on justin.tv/EdwardStarcraft. And I am a member of the Swarm, the Overmind. I'm casting here with Eric. We're watching this game in the finals round of the winner bracket here at the Seattle StarCraft 2 LAN, hosted by the GameClucks. The prize pool for this LAN is about $500. The winner takes about $300 of the prize pool, so this should definitely be very exciting. This game is between these two players. It's Terran versus Zerg matchup. Spawning at the top right-hand position of this map is our Terran player. He's a member of Team Fnatic, Team MSI. He is the one and only. Give it up for KawaiiRice. Switch on the camera. You guys want it? Okay, at the other side of this map, we have a Zerg player. The Zerg player is a member of the clan TQ, otherwise known as tQuaquanda. tQuaquanda. The Zerg player, he is tQaquanda. Okay. KawaiiRice saying, I've never not played a Terran in the semifinals. Aquanda is saying, I believe it is an overpowered race. Yo man says, KawaiiRice, Protoss is an overpowered race. You guys stop thinking about Terran. Protoss is overpowered. Listen to Idra. Anyways, I'm joined here by Eric. How are you doing, Eric?
I'm doing awesome. And we see Aquanda here going for a pretty late spawning pool on 16 after the 15 hatch.
Ooh. Very late. Is it later than 15 spawning pool?
It is one drone later than a 15 spawning pool.
Whoa.
And I think he's doing this to take advantage of the fact that KawaiiRice really does like to play a safe style in these tournaments.
Although, you know, Aquanda, he's also getting gas. The gas, however, is pretty far away from his hatchery. It's over here in the Terran base. How much, do you think this is a trick for him to get Zergling speed a lot faster?
I think it is.
Perfect. Let's get Zergling speed.
I think he's going to Nidus drones over to that gas.
Okay. Nidus mining from this extractor. Great job. Great job. Unfortunately, it didn't work for him, so we won't see Zergling speed anytime soon for Aquanda.
That's unfortunate. If only KawaiiRice did not make Marines.
I know, unfortunately. Yeah. Looks like KawaiiRice going to push out. Maybe push out. I don't know. Okay, so it looks like KawaiiRice. What's he going to be doing? He's going to expand. He's going to expand because he is... Like every single game we get with KawaiiRice, we get lag. It's like haunting KawaiiRice every single game.
Like, I think it's his APM, man. I think he just needs to slow down, give VNet servers a break. Really?
BattleNet servers can't handle his APM. Can't handle it. This is really early. It's a push with a Hellion, with a few Marines. Really early, and Aquanda. Whoa, only with... Is that only one Spine Crawler? Is that all he has? And two... Wow, KawaiiRice pushing in with 5 Marines, 1 Hellion, and a ready, doing a lot of damage. Well, not that much damage. He hasn't really killed anything yet. Yeah, lost mine. No lost mining time. I haven't seen these drones move. But I mean, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it looks like Aquanda's defending with 3 queens only and a few slowlings. That's not a ton, but it's enough to hold off this small push as KawaiiRice expands behind it.
Yeah, KawaiiRice was just there to kind of put some pressure onto Aquanda. It's kind of interesting. It's almost like Aquanda's like, okay, now I'm in the finals round of the GameClucks SC2 LAN. What do I do now? Fun day Monday! Gonna get lots of queens. Yeah. Exactly. Going to see if he can win with massing queens. Or constantly building queens, I think, was that Fun Day Monday, right?
Yeah, it was constant queen production.
Constant queen production. Well, it looks like KawaiiRice going to go very heavily bio. One tech lab researching sim, and it looks like he's going to just mass marines. He has 3 reactors coming up off of one base. Doesn't look like he's expanding anytime soon. This could be very potent.
Yeah, he could just be doing a really high economy, one base, mule based marine SCV all in.
Yeah, and that's quite interesting. So it looks like he is going to go for 2 bases. But, you know, this reminds me when... Oh, and he's double expanding. This is weird. Of course, Aquanda is getting a macro hatchery, like what we all see. Like, this is always the earliest macro hatchery that I ever see from a Zerg player. And it seems to work out for Aquanda very well.
Yeah, I like his style. It's actually pretty original.
Yeah. I mean, looks like he's going to push in with some Zerglings. He also has a lot of Banelings. And yeah, I mean, he also has a Baneling nest coming up. And, you know, we've seen him able to put on a lot of Zergling pressure while making a lot of drones. And that's really because he gets that macro hatch really early. You can see his harvester count already at 40 compared to the 37. And it's going to still rise, even though he's going to get a lot of Zerglings. And now he's going to do some scouting of KawaiiRice's base. Going to see KawaiiRice's expansion. And is he going to decide to push in?
Well, I think he'll need to make some Banelings first, but he is saving up a lot of gas and minerals, so we could see a lot of Banelings come up really soon.
It's definitely interesting. And yeah, looks like KawaiiRice, he is getting that command center. He's supply block, but that command center should finish and unsupply block him. And yeah, we always seem to be getting laggy in KawaiiRice's matches. His matches are just like bugged or something like that. His account, Battle.net hates his account. Something like that. I don't know. But yeah, it looks like he's just massing Marines. And as I said, like before I talked to him, I mean before this game started. Well, not this game started, but like a few days ago, I talked to him on his stream, and he was like, I like to mass Marines. And I'm like, is that Marine King Prime style? And he's like, no, more macro style. But what counters Marines?
Banelings, and we've got 27 of them coming up.
7 of them. Wow, so those Banelings are going to come in, but they don't have speed. Nice split from KawaiiRice, and it looks like he's going to take out quite a few of these Banelings. Those Banelings not able to take out all of those Marines, and now, yeah, all of these Banelings getting wasted on these Marines, and these Marines doing a very good job. Nice job at KawaiiRice. He wins the Foxer Award for today.
And I think Aquanda made a huge mistake there. With those last 4 Banelings, he could have turned into the SCV line and taken out a ton of them, but instead went to chase down a few straggling Marines.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, KawaiiRice wasn't moving away his SCVs, so that's definitely a big blunder. I mean, a big blunder by both players. But I mean, take a look at the army value, and it looks like Aquanda still with a lot more army, and he also, surprisingly enough, is keeping pace in the harvester count. He doesn't have as many as KawaiiRice, but if he manages to get a few with his Banelings, which I'm pretty sure he should be able to, there's no good wall off over here, he should be able to do a lot of damage. But at the same time, it looks like KawaiiRice going to be moving in to Aquanda's base with a drop. Aquanda is very great with his Overlord scouting. You see all of the vision he has here, and KawaiiRice like, never mind. And there looks like a lot of Banelings now in KawaiiRice's base. Let's take a look at the Harvester tab, and KawaiiRice trying to run away all of his units, but I don't know if this is going to work, because now he's just running it outside of his base. He's moving, towards the planetary fortress, and now Aquanda wants to clean up whatever's in here, wants to clean up these Marines really quickly, and it looks like these Marines are going to stim away, and a nice KawaiiRice, again, great control there, saving his Marines from those Banelings. But yet again, KawaiiRice now down by 4 Harvesters. Okay, I'm not, okay, I just almost did. I'm not going to mention something that I usually mention when I talk about the Harvester count involving Terran players. But now it looks like a lot of these Zerglings may intercept all of these Harvesters. They're not going to get any kills, but they're going to also take a look over here, see this planetary fortress, and just die a bit. And more Marines over here doing a lot of damage to these Zerglings. But, you know, I really like how tQaquanda, I mean, how he really manages to macro up. I mean, he has a slight Harvester lead right now, but he really manages to macro up and also put a lot of pressure at the same time. So now he is in KawaiiRice is in Aquanda's base. Looks like his drop is going to get foiled. It doesn't look like it did much damage. Do you think it did much damage here?
No, it didn't really do that much damage. And yeah, Aquanda's style is really unique, and he's playing pretty much the exact same way he did against our Protoss players earlier, getting Baneling speed and melee and carapace upgrades for his Zerglings and Banelings.
Yeah, definitely. And these Zerglings are +1 armor, which is very good against Terran. It looks like this, these Marines are trying to do some damage. They don't manage to do too much damage, but now Aquanda is behind by 8 Harvesters and plus some other unit that I'm not going to talk about yet again.
And if you notice, KawaiiRice got his 3rd up pretty safely, and that's something Aquanda did not let his previous opponents do. So let's see how he handles this 3-base opponent.
Yeah, well, he's going to handle it by getting a 4th base. Looks like a few more Marines going to drop, and KawaiiRice is really annoying about this medevac. These queens aren't going to try to protect the hatchery. We don't even have a lair just... Oh, the lair is at the natural expansion. Something a bit unique, but it looks like now KawaiiRice pushing in from the front with a bunch of Marines and just 1 siege tank to protect the Marines from the Banelings. So Aquanda in a bit of pinch over here, but it looks like this queen going to scare away this medevac. Not for too long, however. The medevac coming in yet again into Aquanda's base. Aquanda is going to see it. And at the same time, another drop on this side from KawaiiRice. I really like KawaiiRice's control over here, but a lot of Banelings rolling in straight to the tank line. But KawaiiRice again going to split up his Marines. All of his Marines going to take down by those siege tanks. By those Banelings, and all the siege tanks do go down. But now all the Marines in the main base of Aquanda, and wow, I really like how Aquanda actually, he got that lair over here at his natural base, so his main base, if it does get killed, it's not going to be a huge problem for him. And Aquanda still not losing too many Harvesters. He is behind in Harvesters, but does he manage to do any damage with these Banelings? Again, nice control by KawaiiRice, splitting up his Marines into small different squads. And I'm not sure if Aquanda is going to be able to handle this. He has basically no army against KawaiiRice's, but he is producing, yeah, just 7 more Mutalisks. He does have a good amount of army, but I think KawaiiRice is definitely in the advantage here with his constant pressure. Is he getting... Whoa! Weapons level 3 for his Marines. That's really fast.
Yeah, and Aquanda actually lost his spawning tool, so he can't make Zerglings or Banelings now.
Oh.
And Mutas really suck against upgraded Marines.
Especially +2 Marines. One of those Marines had like 7 kills over there. Wow. It does look like he fends off this push, but there's another push from the front, and there's a GG. Well played from Aquanda. Congratulations to KawaiiRice for taking the first round in the finals round for the winner bracket.